Hello, my dear students. So, today we are going to begin our next section of English, the subject English, that is creative writing, writing skills. In writing skills, for this assessment, you will have two topics, essay writing and notice writing. Notice is quite easy, simple, and precise, where you have to remember couple of points. As you can see it on the screen, before proceeding from this, I would like to inform you about this topic, like note why do we write, which tips should be kept it in mind. Anyway, it is mentioned over here as a characteristics. If in simple language, if I would like to explain you, what do you need, what tips do you need for that? The notice must answer the following 5 W's. 5 W's means, W means the questions, W's, which I am going to tell you. Five things you need to keep it in mind. What, why, for what purpose are you writing? Why do you write this? When do you want to write? Or where do you, what is the venue and whom are you going to write? This is 5 W's. If we'll take it example, the format of the notice must be perfect. Keep the language crisp and perfect, in the sense simple. There should not be errors. Whatever you want to convey, you convey it in a simple language. Notice must be put in a box. It is very, very essential. It is very, very important, which you all have to remember. As you can see the example of notice, which is given in the box. Observe word limit, usually 50. Only in 50 words. The notice should be precise. As you must have seen the newspapers notices, you can see it is very precise. It is in the box. You can refer the same. Whether it is in any language, it doesn't mean that you should only refer English newspapers. You can read, you can refer the other languages papers also. There, then and there, if you just find out where is the notice section, then you'll come to know how it is written. It is so short and convey the exact meaning, the main meaning of the point. Here, if we see, it's given the what is the main part of this. First of all, you have to give the organization's name, wherever you are, for whomsoever you are writing or whomsoever you belong to. Suppose your government of Gujarat is writing a notice, it is issuing for the public, so government of Gujarat, we could write government of India, Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India, example. Then notice, what is the notice for? It is like model town Kanpur. This is the address, okay, like organization. Then notice always should be in underlined. You have to underline the word notice, or if it is heading, underline that heading. So here, what is the notice for? That is the body. Our school is organizing a cleanliness drive within and around the school to help keep our premises clean and promote good citizenship and responsibility. The details of event are given below. Now, if we'll think about who is giving, first of all, in 5 W's, what things were there? What? So, what is the for? It is for school cleanliness. Why? To have healthy environment. When? The date is given. Where? Is also given. School assembly ground. Whom? It is addressing to the children. So our school, who's writing this? If we take an example, in the characteristics, 4 important characteristics of good notice. A notice is complete in all respect. Who is giving the information? Who is the information meant for? What is the information? What action, if any, to be taken? The date on which the notice is being issued. It is specific and concise. It carries only relevant details in brief. The language is kept as simple as possible so that no possibilities of misunderstanding in the reader's mind. A notice is formal piece of writing, but care is taken to avoid a stiff tone. If I'll give you after notice, you have to mention the date. I'll show you the next example, the format of writing this notice. You refer this as well and the next also. Organization, notice in underline format, date of issue, the day you are writing this notice, left hand side, heading, notice should be in underline, then heading, then the body as it is mentioned here. Our school is organizing a cleanliness drive. And signature, it's written captain, whosoever is writing. So this is, you can refer this in your grammar book also. You can see this question on which we are going to write a notice. I'll show you that example as well. You are a Rahul Pancholi, President of Cultural Society of your school. You have been asked to inform students about an inter-school drama competition. Draft a notice in about 50 words to be put on the notice board with the help of hints given below. So the venue is given, date is given, time is also given, and who can participate, to whom you are addressing this notice. And you know the last signature, whose signature would be, because the one who is the head of the school, children department, students department, the one who is writing. So now you can see the example, the written notice from this question with the help of hints. See, this is the one which school he belongs to. He belongs to Vishishta school. Then notice here it is not underlined, but you have to underline date on which he has written this. What is the heading of the notice? An inter-school drama competition, which was already given in your question. Now you are framing the sentences with the help of hints. An inter-school drama competition will be held at the school auditorium on January. So the venue will be held at the school auditorium on January 17, 2013 at 9:30 a.m. Students of class 9th to 12th are invited to participate in the competition. Students interested can give their names to the drama teacher latest by 5 January 2013. So prior to that, they have to register their names with the respective teachers, as you all also do. Now Navratri celebration is going to happen in your school, so you have to give your names, you have to mark your present participation to your class teacher, inform your class teacher for the participation. You can also volunteer your service for the organization of the program. Volunteer the service, it means you are also welcome to do your part also. You are volunteer, you are like a monitor, you can do on your own, like he is the head. Rahul Pancholi, President. So this is not the name. Here we don't have to write the name, you have to do your signature. Then who is he? He is President of Cultural Society. So this is simple way. First mention the venue, date and time, participation, and then with whom you are going to relate, with whom you have to get registered. And apart from this, what is the last date of the submission? So this is quite simple, easy. We'll practice. I'll ask you to write it and send it me on my personal number. So this is today's topic. Further, this is first topic. Next I'm going to explain you essay writing. There are some few points which we have to keep it in mind for writing an essay. comes to the next topic, which you are already aware of. As you are studying in English medium, you have written many time essay writing, but few things of your level you should know. Few things about the same topic according to your level you should know now. As the introduction, there are 2 points which we have to kept in mind. Introduction: an essay is a written composition, and the other name of essay is composition, giving expressions to one's ideas or opinions on some topic. Suppose I am giving you the topic, the festival of Navratri, or a visit to a zoo. So if you have visited, you will write your own points, your own feelings. And if you want to write about Navratri, again Navratri is a festival celebrated by all the people of Gujarat, irrespective of caste. So you will write your feelings for that festival. There are people who love this, who like this festival the most. So everybody has their own ideas and opinions on some topic. It may also give information on a subject or details of a narrative or description. It consists of number of well written and well arranged paragraphs on the given subject. So what does this last line mean here? It consists of number of well written and well arranged paragraph on the given. You will get the examples. I'll give you 5 to 6 topics on which you have to write an essay. Essay should be on any topic. You should be good in English. You should be good in writing, good in expressing your feelings. Forget about writing, forget about the language, but you should be very well be thorough with your own expressions. The structure of an essay: we may divide an essay into 3 parts: introduction, the body of the essay, and conclusion. Simple. Introduction. Suppose we are going to have writing a visit to zoo. So we are going to introduce about the zoo. What is the name of the zoo? Where does it located? With how many kilometers from your home? Which mode of transport should be used? Then body of the essay. What is actually zoo? Why do we need zoo? Which kinds of animals are kept? Apart from zoo, apart from animals, what else can be seen in the zoo? Are they people taking care of their animals? Those animals? How? Then conclusion. If you like it, then what things should be recommended by you for others to visit that place? That is conclusion. The introduction has to be thoughtfully done, as it is the part of essay which will rouse the interest of the reader. See, introduction should be very nice so that the reader should not leave that page. He or she should complete that page. Introduction is generally brief, catchy, and arresting. The reader will be arrested by your writing. The body comprises the main subject matter. It should be divided into number of paragraphs, each one of them having a coherent link with the preceding and succeeding paragraphs. Means before the paragraph and the after paragraph. Whatever you are writing, you can make it in the points, you can make it in the paragraphs, but all the points should be linked with each other. There is no specific rule about the number of paragraphs. So children, don't worry about the number of paragraphs. How many paragraphs are we supposed to write? Children generally ask in exams. All the points or arguments should be elaborated in the body of the essay in a strictly logical sequence. Try to follow the pattern, logical sense, and then attempt. The conclusion should be attractive, should leave a strong impression on the reader's mind, as I said. What things you like the most? Would you like to recommend others? So recommend them. The final effect of the essay rests mainly on how the introduction and the body have led naturally to the conclusion. The conclusion should be brief, thought-provoking, and convincing. Now, very important point which is mentioned in the last, the style should be lucid, fluent, simple. The language should be simple, idiomatic, and grammatically correct. If you want to use idioms, if you want to use proverbs, you are, but make sure they should be correct in the right language. Simple example, you can see it in your textbook as well. A visit to historical monument. Beginning, if we would see that my parents organized a visit to Old Fort last Friday. It was beautiful, breezy day. I was excited to explore the historical monument in the middle of our bustling city. The fort is right next to the Delhi Zoo. It is surrounded by a lake which used to be a moat when the fort was in use. So this is a detail. Who has organized, at what time, where is it located. She enjoys reading history and knows many facts. She informed me that the fort was worked upon, occupied many kings, and finally completed under Sher Shah Suri. Who has completed this? So historical places. Detail of the place. In fact, a few excavations have revealed that the fort has been built on ancient settlements dating back thousands of years. Mother explained that it was common for people to reuse materials or to build an already existing ruins and structure. So this is what about. I'll give you the examples, I'll give you the topics on which you are supposed to write essay in the revision session. Thank you. Have a great day. Today I'm going to post the syllabus also. You can refer whatever I have covered. It is the part of assessment syllabus. Thank you. All the best. Have a good luck.